This is my spiritual birth, and I am on a spiritual journey. I am mouth born progeny of Brahma Baba. So Baba has given us this Brahmin life to serve the yagya through our purity and also through knowledge. That is, I learn knowledge, I teach knowledge. So it's a alaukic spiritual birth. And I have been given the aim to become an angel from Brahman. Renunciation of body consciousness, doing tapasya, and serving through thoughts, words, and actions helps me to go beyond, be detached, become very light, double light like angel, sparkling, transparent, be- gives me this angelic form of light. And with the wings of purity and elevated thoughts, I serve as an angel, make everyone light, remove everyone's sorrow, connect everyone with the source, one, Baba. And from this angelic stage, I just become the seed, a point of light. And adopt to my eternal stage of complete purity, peace, love. And from my eternal stage, my original deity, divine stage emerges. And from divine stage, which is worship worthy stage, and as I move on, With the time, my memorials are created for worshipping. So from being worship worthy, I become worshipper. From stage of being worshipper, I become Brahmin, then angel again. So let us take Drishti from Baba, as Baba is in his angelic form. He is full and he is bestower. So I follow Baba.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Awake the Parivar. Today is day 10, Pilgrimage of Remembrance, Power of Yoga, Yoga Bal. Now we'll be listening from Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Happy to see you all. We had been talking about connection of yoga and dharana or inculcation of virtues. One of these days, especially as month of January coming. So any virtue I think of, immediately Brahma Baba comes in front of me. Many ancestor souls come in front of me. That's why I give their example, because they keep coming in front of me. And I feel very good, because sometimes you could feel that quite high destination, it's a lot of efforts. But when you look at Brahma Baba and ancestor souls, you just say, but they made it, right? They reached to destination. So if Brahma Baba did it, we are his children. We will also reach our destination. So it really feels very good when I think of Brahma Baba. So from when there is power of yoga, good yoga, then there is a lot of courage in our lives. Whatever challenges, sometimes it's risk involved, but it doesn't bother us, and we say, oh, I can definitely do it. Because I remember that one thing that Janki always used to tell me, of course, must be too many, it's not impossible. You know, once they wanted to for me to go somewhere in Asia, and those countries required visa. So I said, okay, I will apply, but it was urgent need for a program, because one sister couldn't go, so I had to replace. So when I called embassy, they said 3 days you will get visa. And so I called Dadi, but I can't come because it takes 3 days. She said, why can't you make it impossible possible? It's possible. You just go there and they will give you visa. So there is always choice, right? Intellectual person will say, but they said it, not 3 days. So how will they give us? Or you just have faith and say, okay, let me go. And they might give you. So I have tried both. Sometimes I will say, but how will they give when they're saying 3 days? So I don't think I can get it. Another time, I said, okay, anyway, let me try what is there. If I don't get, I will come back. Then some miracles also happen. And many times, like somebody is stuck somewhere and she immediately will say, "Hmm, let's do some miracle." So I said, what miracle we can do? Hmm. But to have this thought that nothing is impossible and nothing is difficult. Hmm. I know that Dadi Janki's courage. We used to travel. So once we were going, we went to Brazil. So two of us were together. And there at airport, when you land from the flight, you have to get in the bus. And bus step was half of her size, right? At that time, of course, I could manage, so I got in. And then I had to get her in the bus, almost lift her so that she could get in the bus. And in those countries, like I didn't know language and we didn't know how to say that, arrange something else. But she never gave up. She never think, oh, that was difficult. Mm. I still think few situation, how will that's possible? That's little difficult. Mm. So because of the power of yoga, there was courage. Mm. With Brahma Baba also, I don't think I've ever heard Baba said, it won't happen. It's impossible. And it's when I'm keeping courage, it's not that I'm doing it. It had to happen, right? According to drama. Baba will make it happen. Only I have to keep courage. And I think all of us, each one of you, when you think of that we have done a lot of tasks where it was to be courageous, but we found that it was Baba who actually was doing it anyway. I became instrument so that I can create my fortune. I always say Baba's task will get done anyway. If I become instrument to do it, I will get some fortune, right? So all of us in our lives, we look at the quality of courage, where this thought is difficult. Sometimes it's difficult, no? Certain things are difficult. But then deeply when there is, connection with Baba and we know Baba will make it happen, keep courage. So this is what I had been in my life at present choosing quality of courage. And as I said, then Dari Janki will come in front, Brahma Baba will come in front. So how do I, with the power of yoga, it's not only power of yoga, but somewhere deeply, mhm, yoga could also be like I am always awareness, in awareness of is Baba's task, I'm just the instrument. And that deep, deep belief and faith has so much energy. Mhm. Now we know a lot of people and all that, but when we began service, because I, you know, started since 57, 57, 58, it was just the beginning of service in India. They had come from Pakistan and they were looking for places. And so I went with dadis, village to village, city to city, to introduce them. And so it was just the beginning. But how at every step the experience was the internally. So yoga here is also could be faith, could be awareness. Not only I'm remembering Baba, but it's Baba's task. You heard the story yesterday of Dadi Rukmani, that something which is like you have never thought you could do or you will do, but you are able to do if you keep courage. So all the qualities I talked about, like trust and patience and love. So love, trust, patience, and then courage with that. When there is courage, as I said, nothing is impossible. And what is happening, as much our power of yoga is increasing, and also what we have accumulated in us, power of purity, power of love. So every thought is an angel now, no? Thought is an angel. Like Sri Krishna, he through his Swadarshan Chakra will kill the devil, come back, right? So is each one our thought can go get task accomplished, help the soul, give good wishes. So I'm not going as angel, but I send the thought. It's very, very subtle, but really if we experiment, mm, so Mansa Seva is not I am going there, but whatever has been accumulated within the soul, that much energy and the power that thought has. Mm. So when they show arrows, so that thought will get everything accomplished. Mm. I have so much experience with that, just a powerful thought. Now, at that time, you can't make it powerful, right? But whatever power you have accumulated, thought is there. So, from that accumulated thought, the thought which goes as a arrow as part of your angelic act, it gets the task done. So now at every step we have to remember that I have to keep courage. You know, one is Lokik way, some are very courageous. That is different. But this is the courage which is coming from our trust, our power of yoga, with our purity. Yet we could say that nothing is impossible. And today, since morning, I had been thinking that we all should try. Within 1 second, can I connect my intellect with Baba? Midst of everything, actions or confusions or noise or anything. It's very good because if I am not able to connect with Baba, the intellect, then I have to see now where intellect gets stuck, you know. For mind, we are very aware about thoughts and excessive thoughts or wandering thoughts, but intellect is also very important. Like Baba says, doing actions. Now, intellect is with the action, or intellect should be with Baba and doing action. Oh, that's still the stage which has to be required, right? Intellect is pulled towards actions. Not only pull, but of course, concentration is required. or anything. You know. So when Baba also says yoga of intellect, no, man mana bhav, but also yoga of intellect. So I realized that how we have to see that I'm using intellect amidst of whatever it is. Can I just stop in a minute and then connect with Baba? It's very good because if you find no, it keeps going back towards the situation. Because I always say the first pull, which is very strong of the intellect, is your own body. And that's why when Baba keeps saying bodiless means, oh, I have pain here, I have pain here, I didn't sleep today, I didn't eat today. It's like body, keeps pulling the intellect. So Baba is saying practice bodiless stage. Mhm. Or also karma yoga because more you use your body, more it will remain healthy, right? There was one sister in Global Hospital in kitchen. She makes very good food. So she came to hospital as a patient, and some or other she, uh, whatever extent her body got well, but she said, I can at least sit and cook. So she cooks, keep cooking, and she says, I even forget my body is not well. But if you sit and say my body is not well, it will get more like you really feel how well it is or not. So intellect is pulled towards body. And second biggest pull is bodily relationship, right? Bodily relationship. So many. My uncle, my niece, my nephew. Oh my! I don't even remember who, what is nephew, what is niece. My this one, my that one, my this one. But they are all bodily relationship. No, Baba says they ke someone. But that also pulls intellect because it will happen if there is relationship. Thought will come. Maybe they need your help. You make a call, but intellect shouldn't be pulled because that could be. See, wherever we do not do properly, that test will come in the end. So intellect is pulled towards bodily relationship. Thirdly, intellect is pulled towards situations. This happened, that happened, this one said it, this one said it. Sometimes for half an hour, sometimes a day, sometimes could be weeks. So how quickly something happened. But I don't uh, just notice is your intellect being pulled again and again. Any kind of pull of intellect will not help you or allow your intellect to go to Baba. So what you have to do, even while you, let's say you are doing action basic or traffic control comes or even otherwise, sit and see, can you take your intellect out from here? Can you go beyond? I had been trying today. Let me see how quickly my intellect goes up above. It's kind of a good practice because that will happen, when our final test will come. So is my intellect trapped or I can take it out? But this is something attention and the practice. We pay attention and then also practice from time to time during day to remove my intellect from what I have to do. Doesn't mean I will not do, but why intellect has to think so many times? It used to happen to me a lot, but then I paid attention why intellect is going now. Is it the right time or it is just habit? Huh? See, as mind has habit of remaining busy, right? Mind needs something. Same, it becomes intellect's habit. It needs something. So if not, they start thinking what you have to do tomorrow. Then I have, intellect or planning. It's a good quality. But what about connecting with Baba? Not only that, but these days, especially, as I always say, if like morning Amrit Vela hours are good because we don't think much. So you could feel Baba's presence, you could feel Baba's signals, no? Especially same is with intellect. Mm. Like we use word touchings, right? That means your intellect is touch. Oh yeah, this has to be done. Like I mentioned yesterday, we think Lord, but if it's a thought coming from Baba, you feel you are touched from Baba. Done. It's done. Both ways, in the sense of obstacle could be removed, but also task can be done. So not keeping mind and intellect engaged. I remember Baba used to say a lot, Avyak Babdada, uh, Didi Mohini, always used to say, keep line of intellect free so you can receive Baba's call. So all of us have to see how much really I'm getting from Baba in the form of thoughts, in the form of thoughts in the intellect also. And you will feel what you're doing at completely different level. Minimum effort, lot of accomplishment, and lightness. Mhm. We have to continue, keep planning, keep doing, keep thinking. But if you go a little bit on a higher level, when you suddenly feel you are inspired or you are touched for something, or it's even solution or right answers, then it's a different level you will be operating. And also, I think those who are cooperative souls or team, they also look at you from which level you're working. If you're working the same level, of course, it's same level in the sense of living, but thinking, if it's higher, mm, and it's very clear whether we're thinking, whether it's our speaking, then we are able to inspire others. One time, Dadi Janki said, you can tell people they won't do, but if you could inspire them, and she jokingly used to say, what I do, I inspire. Because inspiration is an energy which will make people do things in a right way. So each one of us, we have to work on ourselves by seeing that how I keep my mind and intellect not very engaged. So let Baba talk to me, tell me, and it will happen. Time is such now because Baba wants we should have that stage. And if he has to take us all home, he wants us to have that stage so that he can take us home. Only attention is, as I said, uh, not too much thinking, but also not intellect also all over. So if, as I said, then your level of thinking, your level of intellect, intellect's thinking, And you feel from inside that, oh wow, I didn't think this way, like how suddenly I start thinking. So even if all the time, I was thinking that is, I used to look at they have such a big yagya, but how they could be doing it, but it's like there is nothing to do. They sit, they churn knowledge, they share with us, laugh, right? Do picnic with us. Many times there are certain things I immediately say, well, I don't have to do because drama is going on. It must be happening. So I say that and I am very light. It's happening there in drama, right? Time is moving, scenes are moving. So why this should happen this way? Still it's happening, right? So Gulzar's slogan was, it's already done. It's already has happened. It happened last Kalpa, it will happen now. She had a word called Hua hi pada hai. We will go to her, tell her a big plan, and she will smile. She says, ये तो हुआ ही पड़ा है. And we used to feel we spent 5 hours planning, and for her it's हुआ ही पड़ा है. And now I remember many times I have to tell myself, this is, it will happen. It's already happened. It's drama, no? So my doing also internally like, okay, do up to whatever and then see drama. I have to see drama also, no? Observe drama. One is observing drama when I am playing my part. One is also being detached observer when I am not playing part, but I just observe drama. So lot of reflections and practice, and so when intellect could be connected with Baba, mind can have concentration, immediately connecting with Baba. So this is also, in a way, yoga bal or power of yoga. And we have to use that more and more. Om Shanti.
और असल प्योर है और सन ऑफ सुप्रीम को बाप। तो इसी तरह से याद में रहने से फिर हमारा एक्शन भी प्योर रहेगा कि आई एम प्योर सोल नॉट इम्प्योर। तो ये ख्याल रहने से हमारी एक्शन में संभलेंगे जल्दी, कोई रॉन्ग एक्शन नहीं होगा। और जो भी देखते हैं तो ये भी तो सोल है, ये भी तो फर्स्ट प्योर है। लेकिन
Welcome to Awake the Journey. Today is Wednesday. Wednesday is our sweet Mama's Day and lovingly prepare a sweet bob dish. But today is something different. You know why? Because we are in holiday mood, right? It's a holidays going on right now. So we have brought to all of us, to Awake the Parivar, something special, something unique. Let's see what it is. So, did you get water in your mouth? So yummy, right? It looks so beautiful. So the shape was so nice. It was so interesting, right? So you can make it also. It's easy. You have to just mix it up, right? Everything, but right way. Mm. Right time, right method. So Didi is saying that you can try it for Christmas Day. Try this nice cake, chocolate cake, and of course, family members will like it also. So it's your choice. You can make it. So one more thing I want to mention here. Many times it happens that we do make bhog of baking, like baking cakes, baking muffins, baking many other things. Yes, we do make bhog baking stuff, but whenever we do that, we had to make little bit separately for Baba, either something which can go on the stove and you had to use spoon and you mix it and you cook it. So baking is different than cooking. So cooking has to be there in bhog. So of course we can offer bhog as cake and all that, but together with that, we had to make something kheer or something which we had been showing you all, something to go on the stove and cook. That's bhog is necessary to go with the cake also. This was taught by Dadi Janki ji, and I still remember those days when I went with Mohini Didi one time to another country, and Dadi asked this instrument soul, "What is the bhog?" And this sister said, "Oh, Dadi, we have very delicious cake for bhog." Then Dadi said, "Oh, that's not enough. We have to make kheer with that." So she explained that anything we cook on the stove, that has to be there for bhog. Anyway, so I just wanted to share with all of you that. So enjoy your chocolate cake for Christmas. Now let's get our Suman for tomorrow.
बस ब्राह्मण परिवार के आगे विश्व के आगे संपन्न और संपूर्ण सर्व शक्तियां सर्व गुण से संपन्न अर्थात संपूर्ण सर्व मनसा वाचा संबंध संपर्क चार में से अगर एक में भी कमजोर रह गए तो संपन्न नहीं कहेंगे। चार बातें याद है ना? मनसा वाचा संबंध संपर्क में कर्म आ गया। चार ही बातों में, ऐसे नहीं मनसा वाचा में तो हम ठीक है, संबंध संपर्क में तो हो रहा है।
Let's bring our treasures, relationships, virtues, and our duties in front of us and check whether we have become experienced in all of those things. Continue to perform such checking throughout the day, and with the experience of all the relationships and virtues, I, the soul, am an image of perfection.
So our Baba became perfect, Mama became perfect, our Dadis became perfect. Now it's our turn. So we all had to become 16 celestial degrees full. And for that, with the experience of all relationships with the and virtues, I, the soul, am an image of perfection. So everything will be perfect. So now let's remember Baba, take drishti, say goodbye, good night, and merge in Baba's love.
I think you all are preparing for Christmas, for New Year. Baba's all homes all over the world. Your Lokik home. I know everywhere you all are preparing. So all must be helping to decorate, to make cake, chocolate chip cookies, right? So be cooperative, help everywhere. Maybe sometimes the timings are same, so but still you should do whatever has to be done at Lokik and Alokik places. And then of course you can be part of Avyakti Parivar also. So happy holidays to everyone. Om Shanti. Keep well, happy, good night to each one of you. We thank Baba and of course very, very thankful to be together as a family. Om Shanti and good night.